Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Infotech. So in this video we are going to discuss about the National Hydrogen Energy Mission. And in this video we are going to discuss about what is the National Hydrogen Energy Mission that have become the topic of discussion recently. What has made this project into the budget 2021 with an allocation of 1500 crores? What are the difficulties and challenges in harnessing hydrogen energy? What is the stance of other Asian countries in harnessing hydrogen as the hope for green energy? So let's get started. National Hydrogen Energy Mission. The Union Budget for 2021 to 2022 has announced the National Hydrogen Energy Mission that will draw up a roadmap for using hydrogen as an energy source. Recently, it took place on the Independence Day speech of the Honorable Prime Minister of India. The initiative has the potential of transforming transportation. India's ambitious goal of 175 GW by 2022 got the impetus in the 2021 and 2022 budget, which allocated Rs 1500 crores for renewable energy development and NHM. Aims. The main aim of this project is to reduce petroleum usage, to reduce the emission of greenhouse gases with an alternative of zero-emissive hydrogen fuel, to reduce energy dependence on other countries for importing petroleum, to reduce air pollution, to contribute to a more diverse and efficient energy infrastructure, to link India's growing renewable capacity with the hydrogen economy. Production can be done by both renewable means and non-renewable means. The mission will focus deeply on the generation of green hydrogen, which is extracted from clean and green power sources and enables its commercial viability as a transportation fuel. Water can be split to produce hydrogen by passing electricity or from solar and wind energy. The cheapest way involves passing carbon monoxide in water to give carbon dioxide and hydrogen gas. The hydrogen gas produced is either used directly for combustion or stored in biofuel cells and used for vehicles and other sources. Now what's hydrogen? Hydrogen is the lightest and first element on the periodic table. Since the weight of hydrogen is less than air, it rises in the atmosphere and is therefore rarely found in its pure form, H2. At standard temperature and pressure, hydrogen is non-toxic, non-metallic, odorless, tasteless, colorless and highly combustible diatomic gas. Hydrogen fuel is a zero-emission fuel burned with oxygen. It can be used in fuel cells or internal combustion engines. It is also used as a fuel for spacecraft propulsion. Hydrogen is classified into three types. They are grey hydrogen, blue hydrogen and green hydrogen. Grey hydrogen constitutes India's bulk production, extracted from hydrocarbons, and its byproducts are CO2. Blue hydrogen sourced from fossil fuels. Byproducts are CO and CO2. Byproducts are captured and stored using carbon capture and storage, so better than grey hydrogen. Green hydrogen. Green hydrogen is generated from renewable energy and electricity splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. Byproducts: water and water vapor. And what are the advantages? Green energy, no emission, low cost, only heat and water are the byproducts, sustainable and reduces global warming to the large extent. Efficient alternative to petroleum. India has a huge edge in green hydrogen production owing to its favorable geographical condition and presence of abundant natural element. Producing green hydrogen in India can become cost efficient, which will not only guarantee energy security but also ensure self-sufficiency gradually. Difficulties and challenges. One of the biggest challenges faced by the industry for using hydrogen commercially is the economic sustainability of extracting green and blue hydrogen. The technology used in production and the use of hydrogen like carbon capture and storage and hydrogen fuel cell technology are at nascent stage and are expensive, which in turn increase the cost of production of hydrogen. Maintenance costs for fuel cell post completion of a plant can be costly. The commercial usage of hydrogen as a fuel and in industries requires mammoth investment in R&D, search technology and infrastructure for production, storage, transportation and demand creation for hydrogen. Other Asian countries stands. In Asia Pacific subcontinent, Japan and South Korea are the front foot in terms of hydrogen policy making. In 2017, Japan formulated the Basic Hydrogen Strategy, which sets out the country's action plan till 2030, including the establishment of an international supply chain. South Korea is operating hydrogen projects and hydrogen fuel cell production unit under the auspices of its Hydrogen Economy Development and Safe Management of Hydrogen Act 2020. South Korea has also passed the Economic Promotion and Safety Control of Hydrogen Act, which deals with three key areas: hydrogen vehicles, charging station, and fuel cells. This law is intended to bring transparency to the nation's hydrogen pricing system. Hydrogen fuel cell cars. Like all electric vehicles, fuel cell electric vehicles use electricity to power an electric motors. In contrast to other electric vehicles, it produces electricity using a fuel cell powered by hydrogen rather than drawing electricity from only a battery. During the vehicle design process, the vehicle manufacturer defines the power of the vehicle by the size of the electric motor that receives electric power from the appropriate sized fuel cell and the battery combination. The amount of energy stored on board is determined by the size of the hydrogen fuel tank. This is different from an all-electric vehicle where the amount of power and energy available are both closely related to the battery size. And thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to suggest the content for next video. See you in next video, guys. Bye.